Welcome, everyone, to our Vietnam info session. My name is Adriana, and I come to you from Black Travelers International. Thank you so much for joining our call. And so, without any further ado, we're going to hop right into our trip to Vietnam. A little bit about Black Travelers International, if you are new to us, is that we are a woman-owned company, and we specialize in group travel. We're founded in 2021, based here in Atlanta, Georgia, and since 2021, we have been to over 25 destinations all over the globe. We have people from everywhere, every most continents that join us in our destination countries, and we are very grateful that we're able to touch the masses and reach so many different continents. But we have been in over 25 destinations all over the world, and we are licensed and fully insured. A little bit about Vietnam. So, step into the captivating beauty that is Vietnam, a country where ancient traditions, breathtaking landscapes, and vibrant modern life come together in perfect harmony. From the lively streets of Hanoi, filled with rich culture and history, to the tranquil emerald waters of Halong Bay, Vietnam offers an experience that stirs both the heart and the soul. With a blend of lush countryside, dynamic cities, and deep-rooted heritage, the country invites travelers to explore its timeless charm, savor its flavorful cuisine, and connect with its warm, welcoming spirit. Vietnam is more than a destination, it is a journey of discovery, connection, and empowerment. Why Vietnam? There, you'll get a taste of the rich cultural heritage as well as their history. You'll see stunning natural landscapes, taste delicious and authentic cuisine, and you'll be welcomed with warm hospitality and a community spirit.
Excuse me, Adriana, you're not projecting if you thought you were.
Okay, does anyone have any trouble hearing me?
I can hear you.
Okay. When you say projecting, do you mean my voice or the screen? Are you able to see my screen?
No, we're not seeing the screen at all.
I see
Oh,
the screen.
You do?
Yes. I see upcoming dates on there now.
No, I do not see anything other than the participants on the call.
okay. So I'll stop sharing and then I will go ahead and share again. And if you can give me a thumbs up, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Tanisha. We'll go ahead and share again.
Now I see it.
All
Thank
right,
you.
perfect. Can everyone see? Can I get a thumbs up if everyone can see? Perfect. Thank you so much, Monica. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Annette. And thank you for Denise for letting me know that you couldn't see. Don't want you to miss any information. Perfect. Thank you guys so much. All right. So we'll be in Vietnam November 19th to the 28th, and that is a trip for this year. Let's talk accommodations. So we will be in three different locations going to Vietnam. We'll have hotel accommodations for 3 nights at the J.M. Marvel Hotel and Spa or similar in Hanoi. We'll have 4 nights at Allen Sea Hotel Da Nang or similar in Da Nang. We'll have 2 nights at the La Vela Saigon Hotel or similar in Ho Chi Minh. And then we will also have a deli breakfast, 2 dinners, and 2 lunches that are included in your package. So some of the highlights include a the Visions in Red welcome dinner, and that'll be on our first night. And that will set the tone for connection, celebration, and sisterhood. We'll also have a tour of Hanoi City where we'll have guided visits to the Sun Temple, the Temple of Literature, the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, and Stilt House, as well as an intimate Vietnamese cooking class, which I am a huge advocate for cooking classes because that is the best way for you to really immerse in the culture when it comes to, yes, their history, but also their cuisine, and all of their dishes, I feel like tell a story. So we'll have a tour of the Hanoi city. We'll also take a day cruise on the Halong Bay. And so that will be where you'll be able to choose from kayaking or bamboo boat, swimming, or a relaxing soak in a jacuzzi on board. And that is time permitting as well. And then we'll also visit the Golden Bridge and Marble Mountain, where we'll ride up the Bana Hills for the iconic Golden Hand Bridge. And then we'll explore the Marble Mountain for the beautiful views. And that is a very popular highlight as well, because you'll really be able to take in the scenery there. And please keep in mind that our trip does begin in Hanoi and it ends in Ho Chi Minh City. We'll also have a lantern charm that's included as well that we'll get. We'll also be able to listen to some of the stories of Saigon. And there we'll visit the War Remnants Museum where we'll get some history, resilience, and modern rhythm in one unforgettable day. We'll also tour the streets of Vietnam as well, especially in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh. And then the flights from Da Nang and Ho Chi Minh City are included in this package. And then all of the private transfers within our for each tour is also included. You'll also have some free time that's embedded within this trip so that you can spend some time at the spa if you would like, viewing the beautiful sunsets, or an optional speedboat escape where you'll really be able to take in some more of that scenery. All of our tours will include an English-speaking local guide, and then we'll have some BTI touches that you'll love because all of our tours are led by a BTI host, someone that is representative of Black Travelers International, as well as some keepsakes that we'll give you to bring home. And then, as mentioned before, the meals that are included are 2 dinners and 2 lunches. Some of the things that are included is, like I mentioned, that 10-day hotel accommodations in Vietnam in 3 different cities. Your whole airport transfers are included on this package, as well as the transfers for all of your tours. The daily breakfast, 2 dinners, and 2 lunches are included. We will have our welcome dinner with the theme Visions in Red. And we do have the guided visits, which are tours led by English-speaking guides of the Nyak Sun Temple, the Temple of Literature, the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum and Stilt House, and then as well as our Halong Bay Day Cruise is included, and then the ride up the Bana Hills for the iconic Golden Hand Bridge, and then an exploration of the Marble Mountain. Some more of the things that are included were more of our highlights, such as the Japanese covered bridge and heritage homes, the visit of the War Remnants Museum, the flights to Da Nang and Ho Chi Minh City. Your free time is included in this, as well as, like I mentioned, the English speaking guide. Some of the things that are not included are any meals that we didn't mention, like I mentioned, daily breakfast, 2 meals, I'm sorry, 2 lunches and 2 dinners are included. Any alcoholic beverages that you choose to partake in are not included. Any personal expenses for souvenirs, like tipping, etc. Any required COVID testing or immunization costs. Travelers insurance, gratuity for drivers, tour operators, and waitresses and waiters is not included. Cost for any additional excursions that are not a part of your package, which include any add-ons, will not be included. That will be an additional cost if we add on any additional excursions. But also if you wanted to do something during your free day, then that you would like to partake in on your own, that is not included in the package as well. And then your flights to and from your home country, we say international and domestic because we have people that will be joining us from within Asia, but also from other continents and countries all over the world. So we will arrive and depart from 2 different airport. So we do recommend paying very close attention to this part, and all of this information will be located on our website. But as far as our arrival, we'll arrive at the Hanoi airport on November 19th. That airport code is HAN, and will depart on November 28th from the Ho Chi Minh City Airport. That airport code is SGN. So we'll be flying into Hanoi's airport and out of the Ho Chi Minh City Airport. And we do recommend, as far as looking for flights, we do recommend as early as possible, usually 3 to 6 months. We do have a little bit of time before this trip. So you do have time, I would recommend now to start looking at flights. We do recommend Skyscanner, which I'll put the links in the chat for you, but we do recommend Skyscanner, Travelocity, Expedia, and Google Flights. It does depend on your preference and your budget as far as what airline you would like to choose, as well as what seating style, whether you like the window versus the aisle or the middle, as well as if you prefer first class versus economy or economy plus, comfort plus. It will depend on your budget and your comfortability. But we do recommend checking out those 4 sites to take a look at what those flights will look like. Again, that was Skyscanner, Travelocity, Expedia, or Google Flights. And again, we're flying into Hanoi Airport and flying out of Ho Chi Minh City Airport. And again, those will be listed on our website. So no, don't worry if you happen to not be taking notes. It's A-okay. I'm going to put the link to our website in the chat for you. So let's talk about pricing. So this is a land-only package. No airfare from to and from your home country is included. However, the intra-flight to Da Nang as well as to Ho Chi Minh Airport, where we'll be leaving out of, those flights will be included. So the flight within Vietnam is included in your package, but not the flight to and from your home country. We do have 3 different options. We have double, single, and couple. The pricing for double is $36.50 USD per person. Single is $42.25 USD per person. Couple is $68.75 USD per person. The differences between double and couple is that the couple will be a little bit bigger of a room, as opposed to a double, which just has the only difference is the 2 different beds. But couple would just be a little bit larger of a room. And then your deposit amount and final payment is based on the payment plan that you select at checkout. Payments will be deducted automatically based on the method of payment indicated in your account. Once you have booked with us, you will receive a welcome email, an introductory email where you're able to go into a portal where you can take a look at how many payments you have left, how much you've paid, if you need an invoice, things like that. You can also update your card if the card that you pay your deposit on is different from the card that you want charged every month. You're able to make partial payments at any time before the final payment is due. But once you have booked, let's say that you are, 3 months away from booking, from the final payment is due and you want to just go ahead and pay it off, or you want to pay it off now, then you're able to go into the portal and pay it in full. Please make sure that you read our disclosures very carefully, such as our travel waiver and our terms and conditions. If you would like to add on any additional excursions that we may release later on, you can add that to your booking later before the final payment due date. And itineraries will be delivered 30 to 60 days before the trip departs. Email is our main communication channel, so we do recommend that you whitelist our email address so that you're able to see our emails. There, we'll send you any official updates, confirmation, travel, trip details, as well as Zoom call details similar to this one, payment deadlines, packing guidance, and any optional excursions that we may add on closer to the trip. those will all be sent via email directly to your inbox. So you are responsible for staying up to date with your email and just making sure that we're not in any spam folders or anything like that, or promotional folders as well. But we do have a Zoom call closer to the trip, about 30 to 60 days before the trip, to discuss any last minute questions that anyone may have. But that is strictly for the people that book the trip with us. So that trip is only going to be, I mean, that Zoom call is only for our travelers. It's very different from this one because this one is just information about our trip to Vietnam, but this is open for everyone. The Zoom call that we have as we get closer to the trip is strictly for the travelers that will be attending the trip with us. And so you want to make sure that you don't miss that email. Again, we'll be there November 19th to November 28th, 2026. We do have a perk within Black Travelers International known as our membership. There, once you've joined our membership, you'll unlock a travel savings of $200 off any one trip per calendar year that you can use for any future travel, such as this one. They unfortunately cannot be obtained for any past travel. Okay, so your $200 off will be for your future reservations, not to be used towards any bookings you've already booked with Black Travelers before you became a member. You can also unlock points and credits that you can earn for any booking or referral redeemable for any future travel. For example, you'll get a $100 credit to be used on a future trip for every referral that successfully completes their booking. And so that can be shared with anyone. That could be friends, family, associates, coworkers, people that you are just maybe not a fan of, but like to travel. So anyone can, you can refer as many people as you want. There's no limit, but they do have to pay the trip in full in order for you to get your $100 credit, and that is to be used for a future trip. You'll also unlock members only promos and add-ons. And how this works is you become a member, you choose your next destination, and you'll receive a $200 credit that will be delivered via a promo code. And so you will actually put that in when you go to book your trip, hopefully to Vietnam, and then gear up because your adventure begins. And the price for that is $149 for the year. So on our details page, all of your booking can be completed directly on our website. That's blacktravelers.int.com. Our terms and conditions are also listed there as well, and our trips are non-refundable and non-transferable. So we highly recommend that all of our participants purchase the cancel for any reason travel insurance to protect your investment, because we do understand that life happens. So we want to make sure that your investment is protected. And please be sure that you purchase your travel insurance within just a few days of making your deposit. All right. Do we have any questions? Feel free to take yourself off mute and I can answer any questions. I'm going to check the chat. I'm also going to put the link in the chat as well. All right. Abina Yolanda said that she is actually not available for the trip. Not a problem. All righty. Do we have any questions? Feel free to take yourself off mute, or you can put your question in the chat. Are visas required? Great question, Tanisha. Let's go over to our website, shall we? So I'm going to stop sharing and we'll go right on to our website. All right, if you're able to see, please give me a thumbs up. If you can't see, please give me a thumbs down. Perfect. Thanks, Denise. Thank you, Annette. Thank you, Tanisha. Thank you, Yvette. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. So on our page, you'll be able to see a wide variety of options at the very top. It'll have our home screen here that'll show some information about Black travelers and our upcoming journeys as well. You'll see a little bit about Black Travelers International if you click on the About tab. You'll also be able to filter by region or by year if you click on group trips. You'll also see our city series where we are visiting some cities around the country of the US. And so some of our upcoming cities will be in Roswell in Atlanta, Georgia. In July, we'll be in Charlotte. In August, we'll be in New York. In September, we'll be in Milwaukee in October. So if you are interested in meeting some people, learning more about Black Travelers International, feel free to register for our city series. It is $59 per person to attend, and that does include your meals, drink, non-alcoholic drinks, taxes, and gratuities. And then you'll see some more information about our membership here. If you click on the membership tab, you'll see our information about webinars and how to join, some photos of our travels with Black travelers, our blog, so you learn a little bit more information about travel in general, our FAQs, how to contact us, as well as reviews is listed at the top as well. As far as how to contact us, you can follow us on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube. You can also send us an email if you click on the email button here. It'll just automatically open up an email for you. You can also give us a call at this 188 number here if you have any additional questions after the call. And then if you did have a few questions about our travel, our disclosures, our travel waiver is down here as well. And then some more clickable links are down here as well for you, such as how you can sign up for our newsletter if you're not a part of our newsletter, how you can become a member, and how you can contact us. So as far as finding this trip, I'm going to go to group trips at the very top. I'm going to click on by year. I do love to click on all tours because you get a look at all of our upcoming tours, as well as anything that may be added because we always add new trips. Once you find the tour to Vietnam, you will click on this trip, this Learn More tab. It'll have all of the highlights that we have just discussed. It will also have the trip details such as where to fly into, where to fly out of, the cost for double, single, and couple occupancy. It'll also have some beautiful pictures here, as well as entry requirements. And to answer your question, yes, an e-visa is required, and there is a clickable link here where you can obtain your e-visa. As far as other entry requirements, you do need a passport that's valid for 6 months past your return date and one blank page required for your entry stamp. Our terms and conditions and travel waivers are available here through clickable links as well. And then we do have a few recommendations for travel insurance providers here. There is information about payment plans and roommate matching. And then finalized itineraries are delivered 30 to 60 days before the start of the trip. At the very bottom, you'll see this blue button here on how to book, and it'll open up in a new tab for you. Once this tab downloads, then you can select double or single or couple occupancy. Then I'll click on double, I have a match or a roommate. Here, all we have available is 1 or 3 payments because the trip is in November. And so your payments will include your deposit and then your payment, okay? That will come out a month later. So if you were to book this trip today, your deposit is $182.50, and then in 30 days, you'll get an automatic charge or automatic deduction of $3,467.50. If you choose 3 payments, Same thing. You'll have a deposit that's due today plus three payments in one in July, one in August, and one in September. Final payments are due 60 days before the trip. You also have the option of paying in full. Once you select your payment option, then you will put in all of your information here. We do recommend that you make sure that this information is accurate because that is the best way that we're able to communicate with you via email, because we'll get a confirmation of your registration once you've booked. So please make sure that all of this information is correct. Our terms and conditions and travel waivers are here, and then your card information, and you are booked for Vietnam. Do we have any questions on how to book? Any questions about highlights? And I'll go back up here. Feel free to take yourself off mute, or you can put your question in the chat. All right. Doesn't seem like we have any questions. All right. Well, I thank you guys so much for joining our Vietnam informational session. It is a beautiful country to visit, and we do hope that you guys were able to get all of your questions answered, that will encourage you to visit such a beautiful country. So once you book, it will be time to start planning your trip, making sure you have enough space on your camera so that you can take lots of pictures. But please make sure that you follow and like us on Facebook at Black Travelers International, as well as our private community on Facebook as well. That's Black Travelers International Travel. Find us on Instagram at Black Travelers INT. Feel free to visit our website at blacktravelers.int.com. And then feel free to send us an email or give us a call. Our email is info@blacktravelers.int.com, as well as our phone number is 1-888-279-9731, and that information can be found on our website as well. You guys are most welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you do think of anything after this call, feel free to contact us and someone from our support team will be able to assist. Otherwise, we hope to see you guys in Vietnam. Bye.